Hi everyone, Sebastian Viteri here from Hill Viteri Property with our latest weekly market snapshot. Now, this week I wanted to talk to you about spring as it has sprung and the influx of property that we typically see to market at this time of year. Now, we track weekly market numbers and there were 44 new listings that hit the market in our core or focus areas and 14 that sold. So you can see by the numbers there that supply is outstripping demand by about 3 to 1. People often ask me when the best time of year is to sell, because traditionally people think spring is a great time of year to sell, but I always suggest that you need to look at the nuances in the market when it comes to the number of properties hitting the market and the number of properties selling. Now, if there's an oversupply of choice for buyers, that typically puts downward pressure on price. So it's a great time to be buying when there's more available and a great time to be selling when there's less. Another question I get a lot is there a bad time of year to sell? Now, I usually say Christmas is a time of year to avoid. I say by about middle December, people put their blinkers on, or their Christmas blinkers on. Typically you want to have a 4 to 6 week run at the market. So if you're listing by about November, that gives you about 6 weeks to the middle of December. Now, rather than time of year being the focal point, I talk about the time of the cycle. So, for example, spring in 2008 when the GFC was around wasn't a great time to sell, but spring in 2017 was tremendous. It was probably the very top of the market. So if you can understand what I mean as to opposed to time of year, as the time of cycle is probably the more important thing to talk about. Now, we don't time our lives to the property cycle. So if you're buying and you're selling, speak to a sales professional. One of the Hill Viteri team are very happy to assist with this, and we can show you how to navigate the terrain that you have in front of you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you've enjoyed our content. If you've got any questions or comments, please fire them through to the team. I'll see you next week.